beautiful people. Thank you all so much for joining me for another video. Let me start with apologizing. I feel like I've been so behind on catching up and making sure I have consistent content. I've been busy trying to work with my kiddos and students and make sure everyone's on the same page. And so thank you all for your patience, because I made a commitment to you as well. And I want to make sure I continue with that commitment and be consistent with it. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to this channel. I truly appreciate all of you and your support. I hope that you find that the information in here is helpful and empowering as you continue your journey of overcoming narcissistic abuse. Today's message is about the narcissist who is what I call ducking and dodging the super empath. So when you, as the super empath, decided that you were not going to take any more of the narcissist mess, he or she quickly went on this smear campaign that they thought would keep you quiet, shut you up, and put you in your place, because it's always important for them to have control. That's dominance is their thing. So you didn't back down. You weren't going for it, and you were proceeding with no fear. Okay? Using wisdom, yes, but no fear. Handing them their behinds right back to them. So, of course, the narcissist was going on this journey, finding, as many low vibrating people as possible, including, for many of you, the new supply, as they could, so that they could use those people to also attack you and try to bring you down and convince you that something is wrong with you. But at this point, you've gone into what many call supernova mode, and you just don't give a rat's, about any of their opinions and what they're doing. You're going to make sure you continue to say what is on your mind and share and expose the things that have happened to you. They can choose to believe it or not, doesn't matter. Way to go for you guys. Thumbs up. So now that you've gone into this mode and none of the narc's tactics has worked, you've noticed that he or she seems to have fallen off the face of the earth. They are ducking and dodging the light because they know that they've got themselves in a bit of a pickle when they decided to take on this great big lion. So this nasty, disgusting serpent thought it was big enough to come against the lion. Thought that if they could just bite you in one right spot, they could take you down with their venom, but they couldn't. They just couldn't get to you. Any strike they tried to take at you, you would just quickly use your paw and smash their heads or flick them to the side. So now this person has this, I can't call them people, this thing has no idea what to do. So the new supplies efforts didn't work. You smashed that serpent down too. You smashed all the other flying monkeys down. You could just really care less what these disgusting people are doing. They're all lowlives. Remember, people who are coming after you and attacking you on behalf of someone and they don't know you, that person is a low vibrating creature. So now that you have basically put your foot on the neck of the serpent, he or she is trying to dig a hole and stay in that hole because they know that you are just standing there. You're not really waiting for them. But if you happen to see them or hear about them doing some crazy stuff, you're just going to stomp on that neck or that head one more time. They know that you are capable of doing this. They have convinced everyone around them to feel afraid of them or put them in some kind of awkward position where people just dislike them and just kind of stay away from them. They've convinced all these people to kind of stay in their places, except for the super empath. The super empath is like, dude or girl, if you come out, I'm going to smash you. I'm going to crush you. I'm just not that one. I'm not afraid of you. I don't care what you have to say. I know that you are a liar. I know what you have done. And guess what? I just can't wait to see the day that you pay. I'm going to make sure it happens. So if anyone needs my testimony, I'll be more than glad to support them. This is the way the super empath is thinking. They just don't care. We don't care. So the narcissist is in hiding, trying to convince everyone to be quiet. They're not, really doing much of anything, because if they get to moving around, the serpent gets to moving around, starts making people feel uneasy and everything. And then they start talking and, stuff just starts happening. So he or she will start to become more of a hermit than they already were, and might stay at home. They'll be hiding out, not going many places, not hanging out at hangouts, just in case you show up and they don't know what they're going to do. They are afraid of you. In other words, is what I'm trying to say. The super empath has dusted the narcs behind so badly that he or she is absolutely terrified of your next move. They no longer can predict what you might do as they thought they could in the past. Now, you can most definitely predict their moves and feel when they're coming out to rear their ugly heads. And so they know that you've got their number. And if they make a move, one wrong move, you're shutting them down. So yes, the narc demon is ducking and dodging the super empath. He or she is terrified of the light that this awakened empath carries, of what this person can do. You are the narc's worst nightmare because you are unpredictable for them, because you do not submit to their bullying. You have figured out that this, what I consider Goliath to everyone else, has turned into this little bitty midget. I heard TD Jakes talking about this a couple Sundays ago. So to David, the super empath, Goliath was nothing big. Why are all of you concerned about Goliath? I mean, here, just use this pebble and this slingshot. Make sure you get a good aim at him and pow, right in the head. Goliath goes down. That is the super empath. The narcissist is afraid of what you will do. You have their number. You can bring them down. So I'm not saying focus on that and, spend your life waiting for them to come out and catch them. No, but they know this, that if you they happen to cross your path and they're doing some foolishness, well, by golly, you're going to stomp on that serpent's head and crush it. I do support that. So, yes, it seems like the narc is hiding because they're afraid. Another reason they could be hiding, ducking and dodging you is because they've talked all of this smack, talked about you so badly and all these things that are going on. But now your life is like you're just growing and bossing up, and they're still doing their whole garbage thing with the whole group of garbage, and things aren't working out the way they wanted to. Maybe their car is broken down. They've lost their house. Some of them lose custody of their children, like they, end up homeless, or their new person is raggedy and ratchet. And so they don't have anything presentable to throw up in your face like they wanted to. And so they're going to hide out for that reason. There's nothing, they don't have anything going on. So some of you has told me that you don't see them posting pictures. You're curious about what they're doing. You haven't seen new pictures of the new person, and they're not as flashy as they were with you, and it seems like they just gone to sleep or something. But that's because things aren't working out in their lives. We all know that narcs want to appear on top of the world, doing the best. And so when they have the best, the cream of the crop, believe me, they would be showing it and flashing it off. But because they don't, and life is not like they would like for it to be, in fact, it's way lower than they ever want it to be, then it seems that they're ducking and dodging and hiding then too, because they know you're going to talk about it. You're going to laugh at them. You're going to do all of the things. As a super empath, this is what you do. All of the things they are trying to do to other people and say, oh, well, look at that. What do you know? You talked about all these people for many years, and now look who's living on the street. Where's your house? Where's your car? Where's that new person? They just left you? What? So there's two different situations that could be happening when they're ducking and dodging. One, again, they are totally afraid of you and what you would do and say. And they know they can't tell you to be silent. You won't be silent. You're going to speak up if you see them. So they're going to hide out. You might not see them for a long time. And number two is because life has handed them a big dose of karma. They don't get to see their children. Their children are exposing them. You know, they're disgusted by the new person they're with, and they don't want really anybody to know. It's just like, let's not go anywhere. They don't really go out with the new person anywhere. I heard a lady say she saw the new person out with pictures at other events and stuff, and the narc was never with that person in pictures. That's the kind of stuff that happens. And she said, although she was always in pictures and they always had pictures together at public events, the narc was dodging the camera with this person. So there you have it, folks. I hope that was helpful. This is why they duck and dodge the super empath. They cannot hold a candle against you. They know it. And now that tail is between their legs and they've got to go on and stay at home. God bless you guys. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Have a fantastic Monday evening.